Я вітаю вас на каналі Play. Ми продовжуємо проходити Assassin's Creed Mirage. Я вже добрався до нашого цього місця, де у нас все буде відбуватися. Давайте подивимось, що нас тут очікує. Нам потрібно знайти чергового учасника таємного ордену. Він десь має бути тут.
Pardon me. I am looking for the great scholar's lecture.
Basil Fahim's lecture about the antediluvian antecedents of humanity will begin soon. In the meantime, please enjoy our ample stock of exquisite delicacies and tasty refreshments.
Так, нам треба поговорити з людьми. Не поговорити, а підслухати.
Where is Arim? I hope to catch a whiff of her magnificent aura. So rare to see her outside of the round city.
The beloved is in the garden, ruminating upon the perfection of nature.
Oh, to be a flower held in her discerning hands, inspiring such languid verse.
She must be relieved to be free of her wealthy patrons for a change.
Oh, perhaps she leads an exciting secret double life, slipping out of the palaces to find inspiration in common life.
I doubt it.
Так, тут ми послухали. Що ми ще можемо зробити? Ось тут стоїть якийсь тип, з яким можна поговорити.
What is Hunain? You should not be back so soon.
I know. I'm still nervous, but I couldn't stay away from my books.
I guess we must always do our duty.
وداعا.
إنهم يعيدون بناء الجدران.
Hey, nine fingers, over here.
О, нехаль.
Indeed. And what brings you back?
I want to show you something.
Цікаво, що ж таке нехаль покаже.
These House of Wisdom boards collect the wildest trinkets and gadgets.
I have been here before, Nihal. This is Ahmed ibn Musa's office. Have you been sneaking in there?
It gives me a tingle down my spine. Like I'm nearing a cosmic secret.
You read too much about magicians and lost cities buried beneath the dunes.
You don't read enough. Perhaps there are other worlds, other people out among the stars.
Nonsense.
Так, тут ще якась карта.
Does this remind you of your nightmares?
No. More like something from the Bimaristan. Or a training chart of the hidden ones.
Ah, yes. The swift ways to kill silently. Death in seconds.
Так, дивимося, що тут. Ще одна картина якась. Їх не було, до речі, здається, тут.
Ahmed and his brothers are capable of designing some fantastic devices.
Not all of his ideas are that practical, I'm afraid.
Don't be so smug. The world is full of wonders.
Це? Ще одна. Цікаво, що тут.
This. I have seen this one before. Is this what you wanted to show me?
Yes. It reminded me of that object we found at the palace. What is it?
A drawing from an ancient book.
There is something you are not telling me.
You do not want to know what happens behind closed doors.
Why? Because you do not know either?
Because, as Derwish says, sometimes it is better not to know the truth behind the things we must do.
The truth, Basim, is that everything is here in front of you.
But you refuse to look at it. This is about you. It has always been about you, ever since that night.
I took an oath, Nihal, to leave my old life behind and walk this path of shadows.
And maybe someday you will find the light. But until then, I will walk behind you every step of the way to remind you not to forget who you are.
Is that a threat?
I do not know.
Так, і що далі? Тепер нам потрібно... А, ось там ще один. Є цей, нам потрібно з ним поговорити, так розумію.
There is that poet Abid loves, whose work keeps turning up in unexpected places.
Spirit of the sands, pilot of desert ships. From distant lands bring...
Так, ано.
Symmetry
Аріб.
of sky and sea, but only in thine eye do these two planes meet.
You have read my work. And who might you be?
A lover of poetry, nothing more. And of order. Or should I say, chaos.
I know only one living poet who loves chaos that much. Ali ibn Muhammad. Are you a fan of his pedestrian work?
The rivalry between you two is legendary. It enhances the craft. I cannot choose.
You are most diplomatic. But I would rather seek inspiration among these lovely blooms. Good day.
Так, і що далі? Нам потрібно якось спуститися вниз, я так розумію.
Symposium attendees. The great scholar's lecture will begin after a short delay. Meanwhile, enjoy our bounteous snacks and sparkling drink of your
وحلفاء متقلبون.
هل وصلتك أي أخبار من الجنة؟
А, о, можна ще з кимось поговорити. Ано.
That astronomer might be one of them, though I doubt. Sayyidi, I am honored to make your acquaintance.
Good to see more young people enjoying the House of Wisdom.
Do you think the great scholar will give a good lecture?
Do not waste time listening to his nonsense. I have written many more edifying and practical books instead.
On which topics?
I have written extensively about sundials, astrolabes, stars and planets, and the circumference of the Earth.
Fascinating, Sayyidi. I shall read more of your work soon. Wada'an. Sounds like the lecture is about to begin. I should return to the Kahraman.
Так, зараз ми будемо, я так розумію, відправлятися на цю лекцію, чи щось таке.
يجري توسيعها. لم أرى مقياس النيل.
Pardon me. Is Fazil Fahim's lecture ready to begin?
Indeed it is. Head inside if you please.
А ну, цікаво, що ж то буде.
Welcome, one and all, to the House of Wisdom, center of learning in Baghdad, indeed, of the entire world. I am Fazil Fahim al-Kimsa, first scholar of the House of Wisdom, wisest of the wise. Today, I will shock you with what may sound like outrageous blasphemies. Do not fear, good people. Though I am old, my mind remains sharp as steel. Today I speak of mysteries, of creatures from the antediluvian age. Do not the ancient prophets tell us about giants from before the flood who forsook Allah and worshipped false idols? Is it not possible these giants built marvels, works of wondrous power, now lost to us?
Zahra and Hassan are both dead, slain by an assassin's blade.
They're dead.
Sayyidi, I urge you to hide until it's safe. Apologies, people, but our lecture has concluded. Please, feel free to explore the House of Wisdom's many fine chambers.
Цікаво. Дуже цікаво.
You call yourself the great scholar, Fazil. You who burn books and hope the smoke will
Походу,
hide your
знайшли
crimes.
того, кого треба.
How many did you sacrifice in your search for knowledge? How many did you use, damage, and discard in the name of discovery? Now you hide within the House of Wisdom, the house you led astray. But I will find you, and I will exact justice for every soul you savaged for your great work.
Так, ну що ж, починаємо. Знайшли нашого ще одного учасника ордену.
It is true. Fazil leads the order in Abbasiyah. I need to hunt him down.
І розпочинаємо полювання. Так, давайте перше там поговоримо. А, це той самий... Це ті самі виходи, просто з іншої сторони. Так, ну давайте перше тут.
Gatekeeper, let me pass.
Those who came before are.
What are you talking about?
Those who came before are.
Let me get back to you.
I've lost Fazil's greatest work.
Так, зверху когось можна підслухати. І чекайте, давайте там подивимось. Що тут ще скажуть? Ага, тут можна підслухати. Давайте підслухаємо.
How exciting. What do you think frightened the great scholar?
The old fool must have imagined one of his antediluvian creatures. He's an absolute disgrace.
But where did he run off to?
There's rumors of hidden passages beneath the House of Wisdom. Maybe he hid down there.
I have heard the rooftop gardener mention these places, yes.
What a colorful detail to include in my verse. The scholar by secret tunnels fled, chased by delusions of deities who want him dead.
Так, значить тепер ми можемо викликати нашого орла. Ага. І ось там є ключ. І ми ще можемо когось підслухати. Ось там зверху. І ось з тим поговорити.
Pardon me, but I heard a rumor about a hidden basement beneath the House of Wisdom.
A secret basement? You must be joking.
No, not at all. Surely, such a large building must have basements and cellars to store books and inks.
I'm aware of no such location on these premises.
О, добре, що в мене один токен є, прикольно.
Perhaps a little token of my appreciation will jog your memory.
Most generous. Murders, mayhem, and bonfires. It's time for me to depart the House of Wisdom. Father has a fine carpet shop in Samara. He always wanted me to take up the family trade.
A wise choice. Now, about any hidden cellars.
Oh, yes, of course, forgive me. Now that you mention it, there is a basement hatch in the northwest courtyard.
Thank you.
Є ще один, значить, одна зачіпка. Тепер давайте піднімаємо... О, стоп. Тут ще якась карта. Піднімаємося наверх, і тут ми ще можемо послухати...
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
Ще підслухати отих типів.
What do you mean you lost the great scholar's masterwork? I'm sorry. I was distracted by the presence of the famous poet Arib.
Forget the poet! We better find Fazl's book, or we're both dead.
Sounds like part of a passphrase.
Так, а тут... І що ми можемо тут робити? Ага, значить нам треба знайти книги. Ось я бачу.
Something going...
Hold on!
Hold on. Damn you!
That book looks out of place wedged behind a desk like that. A history of the great scholar and his magnificent reforms of the House of Wisdom by Fazil Fahim. Not sure if this is the correct volume.
Huh? Who's... Hold on. Going to rip your guts out. Hey, what? Hey!
Давай, іди сюди.
Hey!
Time to get wet!
You catch that?
Oh!
Mine!
Nothing harder than that! So predictable! Stomp you out!
Так, трохи втечемо. Так, і візьмемо, де наші ті... Так, якось так. Дивимося, що тут є. Цікавого. Ага, ось тут можна щось вивчити.
Looks like somebody left a book in the stairwell.
А, ось я бачу те, що нам потрібно. Воно внизу. 15 метрів. Як туди спуститися? А, ось підвал.
I better not use my weapons here. The Folly of Poetry by Fazil Fahim. Does not sound too romantic, to be honest.
Так, і це ще не все. Давайте тоді рухаємося далі.
No, not the new vizier. I mean the old vizier, but not the long time old vizier. The one after the. Never mind. It's too confusing.
Me? Master Course should be thrown the mud back and forgotten for a few decades.
Less I know.
Ти нічого не бачиш. Так, а тут закрито. А, нема токена. Ясно, нам токен, в принципі, не потрібен.
This letter mentions a private reading balcony. Might be where the reader has taken the book.
А ми десь, до речі, вже майже там, де нам потрібно. Десь наверху, на балконі. То нам потрібно... Ага, ось, можемо вилізти туди наверх і там то все взяти. Давайте так і зробимо через балкон.
I better not use my weapons here. Keep to the roof, I say. Plenty of work to do up here. Safer too. Avoid dark hallways, especially after the murder in the library. What's this place coming to? And those screams from the basement. Makes my stomach crawl to hear such pain.
You know, it wasn't Sajjad that led the charge. Hey,
Never
not
know.
much of an
Best
investigator, are
stay
you?
sharp now.
What?
Merciful God, allow me to live a little longer.
What's that thing?
Hey!
Keep to the roof, I say. Plenty of work to do up here. Safer too. Avoid dark hallways, especially after the murder in the library. This key could be useful. What's this place coming to? And those screams from the basement. Makes my stomach crawl to hear such pain.
Так, ключа ми взяли. Давайте тепер спускаємося.
I better not use my weapons here.
Що нам тепер потрібно? Далі шукати цю книгу. І десь шукати ще вхід в підвал, до речі. Може зараз нам Орел наш допоможе? Тільки якби зараз звідси вийти. Так, де той вихід звідси? А, ось. А, ось книга.
Impressive volume.
Знайшов.
Written by Fazil Fahim. Could be his masterwork. Its title is Those Who Came Before Are Those Who Shall Return. This has to be it. I better not use my weapons here. What see you, my friend?
Так, а цікаво, чи він десь побачить той прохід. Ні, не бачить. Добре, давайте тепер йдемо говорити з тим типом, що там був. Щоб знати цю інформацію.
Gatekeeper,
Those who came before
are those who shall return.
correct. You may proceed.
Ясно? Добре, зайшли. Тепер давайте де. А, ось і вхід в наш той підвал, то що мені треба. Тут ми можемо подосліджувати. А це секретний прохід? Так, це секретний прохід в підвал. А давайте спочатку глянемо, що тут цікавого. А що наверху? Давайте подивимось. Так, нічого цікавого. Добре, давайте спускаємося в той секретний підвал. Там, де бачу, є вже заборонена зона, тобто треба бути акуратним.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
Так, акуратненько. Поки нас ніхто не бачить. Чуть-чуть не встиг, щоб зразу двох завалити. Ну нічого.
Nobody's putting me in
that thing. Not ever. Don't worry. We've got plenty of volunteers. You can pull my hot arm. Me in there.
It would be real dumb to mess with us.
Nobody gets past me. Time to finish you off.
What was that?
Блін, потратив всі ці. Вроді нажимав, воно ж би мало би бути нормально.
No hiding. Your time has come. He means there
Ну хай, добре, зараз хай підійдуть. Я його зненацька постараюся.
Annihilate!
Ось так. Бо він жирний, і йому, типа, з ним важко. Так, давайте тепер ще цього. Так, що тут? Більше нікого поки що немає.
There is a deep wrongness here. A reek of rotten iron.
Ано.
Those robes might help me get closer to Fazil.
Ага, то тепер ми можемо вдіти їхні шмотки. Його шмотки і цей. І типу до нього підкрастися
Done to these people.
ближче. Оце прикольно.
Poor guy will not need this anymore.
Ано.
This should help me blend in.
А, ніби він такий собі. А значок цього лишився.
Where is my robe? I can't meet the scholar without my special robe.
А він би повинен... Нас би нічого. Правильно?
Next subject! In here, now!
There are horrors here, but the most terrifying thing is that I have seen it all before. Somehow.
Who dares meddle with my great work? Killing my allies.
Ого, нічого собі. Це така штука.
It looks like the handiwork of a trained assassin.
Must be some faction in the Round City. Or one of those jealous brutes in Sharqiyya.
These killings were too subtle for mercenaries.
No matter. Once I understand how the mechanism works, I will prove myself to Al-Bahamud.
In here, Lackwit.
Ага, ми маємо стати от сюди. Ясно. І що то буде? Ано. Аж цікаво.
You are new, aren't you? I don't recognize you. They promised you gold when you volunteered, yes? No matter. What you are about to behold surpasses all worldly riches. Don't be afraid. Are you afraid?
Ого, та штука крутиться? Нічого собі.
This is my great work. I call it Arua. It will take you on a journey to another realm. Why did the first ones leave this world behind filled with fools, I wonder, and make so few of me? We called this the House of Wisdom, but its foundations are unsound. For beneath the House of Wisdom lies the Dungeon of Ignorance, and upon such dark secrets we build our philosophies. Science is the noblest purpose. Knowledge is the greatest power.
No.
No? Then what?
Ага. От і все.
Justice.
This may be the place. It may be here where lies absolute knowledge. It is not how I remember it. Behind the doors, it looked brighter.
But in the end, all we see is darkness.
Знов той джен там пригає, чи що там, незрозуміла штука. Це все його видіння? В чому фокус?
Out of here. Get back to the bed.
Вже та штука не працює? Можна було би взяти. Собі то, що він туди поставив.
The scholar's notes. He believes in these ancient beings, the masters of memory.
Так, сам можемо відправлятися назад в бюро. Так, і що в нас тут? Відкрилася ще одна, я так розумію, зачіпка. Давайте вдінемо назад наш стандартний костюм. І в нас є 5 скіл-поінтів, якраз щоб прокачати ось це. О. Це круто. І ще лишається 2. Ну, на що ми можемо їх потратити? 3 скіл-поінти, 3. А, більше ні на що. Ні на що. Добре, давайте тоді переносимося назад в бюро. І скажемо про успішно виконану роботу.
Basim ibn Ishaq.
Знов та Нехаль.
Easy. I just followed the trails of blood.
You should not be here.
Do you talk to him?
Sometimes. Yes.
But he does not answer. I do. We have drifted apart since that day. But what we have seen back at the palace, this light, these sounds, you cannot have possibly forgotten.
Unlike you, Nihal, I keep the past in the past.
You call yesterday the past? And this jinni of yours, this repulsive shadow that crushes your chest, has it crawled back into the past too?
No, it is still here. Sometimes, even in the day, I feel its breath on my neck. The nightmare invades the real world, or has always been part of it.
This is part of your reality, Basim. I am a part of your reality too. I am your past. Tell me, will you leave me there? In the dark corners of your memory?
I will not.
Now, if you could invent a mechanical rug sweeper, Basim.
It is done.
And how did it all play out?
I'm afraid this is a tale for another day. We will save it for one of our campfires.
You have done well, my friend.
Better get back to my work. You know how easily I get bored. Thank you for what you did, Basim.
It is the truth. You have done well. One last thing. Arib, was she involved?
Not that I know. But we must remain vigilant.
Так, знову якісь я бачу в нього кошмари чи щось таке.
Easy, Basim, I am here. Basim, Tamahal.
I cannot keep them waiting.
Are they aware, your companions, that their hunter is hunted in his sleep?
If it were in my sleep alone, I could bear it. But it followed when I fled Anbar. Now it stalks me when I slay those I hunt.
The ones from the palace, in the masks.
4 are dead at my hand. The last, the head of the snake, will join them soon.
Why slit its throat when you could loosen its tongue?
What? Why would I?
The jinni only struck in sleep. It never dogged you by the day until you reached into that chest. The masked ones prize what lay within. The ancient object that woke at your touch. They may hold more answers living than dead.
I hunt my enemies. I do not break bread with them. I took an oath, Nihal.
How can you hunt when you are hounded? If you could walk the dark unburdened, you could better serve the light.
I stay my blade from the flesh of the innocent, not from the order of the ancients.
If you will not ask your foes, then at least ask your friends what slept in that chest. And why they sought it.
My companions wait for me at the Harbiya Bureau. Clear your mind, Basim. Focus on the task before you.
Ага. Ясно. То ми знайшли, то ми знайшли. І що тепер? Ми аж вернулися сюди додому. Ага, тепер нам потрібно відзвітувати в бюро, правильно? Я так розумію. Це в нас це, ясно. Значить, тепер нам потрібно вернутися в наше бюро. Це основне, я так підозрюю. Що, типу, всіх ми зачислили. Ну, давайте подивимось.
يحدث الآن؟
Класно, що можна їсти якісь ягоди і так собі піднімати хілку.
You took your time.
Did you wait up, Master?
I wait for no man. You look tired.
Nothing a little adventure won't fix. What news?
Ali thinks the time is right to attack the palace. The Oyun are distracted and the people divided.
Divided how?
Some are claiming the new Khalifa stole the throne from Abu Abdullah, son of Al-Mutawakkil. What do you know of him?
Little. He was there at the palace the night his father... The night I reached into that chest. Master, have we learned anything more about the object within?
Why do you ask?
It seems a shame we know so little about something the Order prized so much. Should we not seek to know our enemies better, the better to defeat them?
Marhaban, Basim. Have I interrupted?
No. We must turn to the task at hand.
Of course, Abu Abdullah. Rebecca tells me you have met his mother, Qabiha.
I did. I think she could be first among our foes. She, or Arib the poet, or Muhammad the governor. All three had ties to our enemies.
Muhammad ibn Tahir. His cousins govern the land on which Alamut sits.
Their protection is all that shields us from our enemies.
I cut our enemies' legs beneath them, Master. Let me strike while their stumps are bloody. I will unmask them and learn their intent.
Basim is right. We must act swiftly.
Go to the Round City. Investigate all three, but take no further action. Reports back to me atop the house of the previous hill.
Так, ну і що там тепер нам потрібно робити? А, тобто нам дали 3 справи нових, я так розумію. Давайте подивимось. Ось одна. Найти Аріба. Найти Квабіну чи Квабіну. І знайти Мухаммеда. Ось так. Ану, допустимо, куди тут треба, де їх шукати. Ага, отут ми можемо поговорити. Ану, давайте поговоримо.
Fulad, my finder of facts, my fielder of questions.
How can I be of help, Basim?
А, ми можемо спитати про всіх.
Tell me
Ану.
about Arib. Her words were as scripture to members of the Order.
A gifted artist and poetess, Arib won her freedom through her skill. Tabit tells me she keeps a luxurious home in the Round City. Anything else?
Так, давайте тепер ще про
What do you know of Qabiha?
Кабіху
She had
спитаємо.
ties to the treasurer.
Born to slavery, Qabiha rose to become Al-Mutawakkil's favorite concubine in the harem. Yet her son was not made Khalifa, leaving her future uncertain. Anything else?
Tell me about the governor. I saw him give orders to Wasif at Turkey.
Muhammad is one of the Tahirids, powerful viceroys of the Khalifas in Persia. He governs all Baghdad from his seat at the courts. Anything else?
Where can I find our suspects?
All three live within the glorious round city, the power center of the Abbasid Khilafah. Anything else?
Shukran, Fulad.
Так, є. Він нам розказав. Так, що тут ще є? Це нам щось додавало? А, ну так, додавало нам ще ці додаткові ці. Як їх? Додаткові зачіпки. Ой, ось. Я думаю, може давайте спочатку з так, з Аріба почнемо. Він тут саме ближче. А потім вже... Хоча, напевно... Корт, це у нас що? Ага. Хоча корт ближче. Ну, добре, подивимося. Вони всі, в принципі, однаково, так що таке, добре. Але це все ми вже будемо робити в наступній серії. Я дуже вам вдячний за перегляд. Не забувайте підписуватись на канал, ставити лайки, коментувати відео. Всім до побачення.